Can we can see.
Can, eh? Okay, superb. One good. So remember we said at the very early beginning, right? So we will be supportive to implement this TQM, right? So there is a TQM assessment tool, right? This is the assessment tool. We will be sharing with you today evening or maybe tomorrow. Don't worry, we will be sharing WhatsApp group, right? This assessment tool being developed based on the TQM roadmaps, right? So if you want to, you can see there are two sheets are there. First one is the result sheet, the first page, and there's a second sheet that's called the calibration tool. So what you can do it actually what we expected from you, you can see the elements here, right? So you will have a 4 pillars here. Each pillar there are elements, right? So in this element, you can give points 0, 1, and 2. 0 mean you have nothing there. You see 1 mean like 50-50. Yes, you can see, okay, this system we have, not perfectly, but we have somewhat. Then you give 1 mark. If you identify, okay, yes, we have this system properly, nicely, then you can give marks 2. Right? So first of all, you read this. This is how you need to read it. Horizontally, you read it. Based on the what you have mentioned here, just read it and check whether you have in your organization. If you don't have, put 0. If you have like something, you can put 1. If you have, let's say you have a like 90% no perfectly, you can put 2. So likewise, you start from here and go to horizontally like this way. Then go to this way. Likewise, you please complete this audit tool, right? You can see a lot of areas here. Just you need to give 0, 1, and 2 only. Then once you complete, and you will get a results here, the first page. What this gives you, right? Once you complete here, now what it gives you in TQM journey, there are 3 phases, 3 levels. Including 0, there are 4 levels, right? So first level called the 0, right? Phase 0, phase 1, 2, 3 level. Now by doing this assessment, this is not audit tool. Remember, this is an assessment done by yourself. You can calibrate your company based on this international audit tool, assessment tool. Then when you get marks, right? So once you complete, you will get you are in phase 1 or 2 or 3, it doesn't matter. And you can see there are 4 areas. Each area where what is your marks, you can see in here. Right, okay. So in under leadership, okay, we are in which phase? Under process, we are in which phase, right? So this audit for assess leadership, process, people, and performance. The 4 areas we do this. So first, do it by yourself, right? Once you do it, you will face some problems. What are the problems? How I give marks for this area. Right? Then what you need to do is if you have any problem, you can just send us a message or send us a WhatsApp call and ask, okay, I am stuck with this area, what to do? Then we will guide you. So this total tool developed based on the total TQM concepts. Right? This is the first time in the world we have developed this TQM tool, assessment tool, just to identify where are you under TQM concepts. Let's say you are in phase 1. Right? That means very good. We know where are we now. Then what to do to go to phase 2? So your next objective is to take your organization to phase 2 level. Then the action is here. You can read it. What to do? It's already there. Then if let's say you are in here in the very first audit, you will be here. You get marks here, okay, 2. Then this become maybe 0, maybe 0. Right. Now next step is basic quality policy available. You need to shift into here. Right? You can have a plan to go to here. So then you can make some action point as a team. You can go to here. Once you go here, your next objective is go to here. Likewise, when you complete this phase 3, 100%, you are in a under TQM, you are in a world-class level under TQM. That is how you need to measure it. and in the same assessment tool, give you a guideline how to improve your company in quality, right? So very powerful tool. It will give you where are you now, plus how to go to, what to do to go to next level and how to go to the next level. So that is the tool developed. So it's very powerful tool. Do it please. And next week, this week you can do it slowly, not next week. So you have 2 weeks. We will give you time to do it slowly and share your tool results with us, and we will discuss slowly what to do. Right? So, but we have another 15 minutes in another day to discuss about this tool. But to discuss, first, please do this assessment by yourself for your company. Right? Simple as that. I will share this tool with you in our WhatsApp group. Right? Once you do it, yeah, maybe you will face a problem. Don't worry. So that is the most important. You face problem mean that means we know you are doing this one. If you not face any problem, okay, we know you have not even touched the audit tool. Right. Okay. So that's just for the head ups for the assessment tool. And here we go for the today's session. Please take your hand out. Right. Okay. And remember, today you have a homework assessment. Right. So our third assessment, we have 4 assessment. We have completed 2, and today is the third assessment. Right. So we'll move forward. Thank you. Right. Okay, here we go. And simply, we have completed 3, right? And today we are in fourth module. And fourth module, there are 2 classes. Last week started the first one, and today is the second one. And next week we are going to the 5th module, right? So we are in the second lesson of the module number 4. Okay, so let's write it down. I'll give you 1 minute. What are the session outcomes of the day? First one, understand the Kaizen concept. Right? Maybe you know these concepts. You have already familiar. You have already done. Don't worry. We will go through little understand about the Kaizen. That's the first one. Please write it down on your handout. That is one thing. Then, second one, other advanced tools for quality improvements. Then we learn what are the other available tools in the world to improve quality function or the quality. That is second one. Today we discuss few tools, little bit advanced tools, right? We have discussed many tools, and today discuss another tools. And last but not least, we learn about the craftsmanship. And right beyond AQL level. So remember that is the word. Most important word is this word, beyond AQL level. Right? So we learn about the craftsmanship and beyond AQL level. These are the third topic, third outcome of the day. Let's have a small, short, not on a hand part. Okay, done. I'll move forward, right? Super. Right. So these are the content. We'll learn about the Kaizen and Deming cycle. Right. Then we'll move into the Six Sigma approach, DMAC. Oh, sorry, my spelling mistakes. DMAC approach. Then error proofing, and finally Kanban. These are the topic today we are discussing under continuous improvement. Right. Okay. Don't worry. We'll go for the first one. Kaizen. Right. Simply Kaizen. Okay. Normally some other class we ask who has heard about Kaizen. Today I'm asking in the other way. Who has not heard about this word called Kaizen? Anyone not heard? That means I have not heard. This is the first time I'm hearing this word. Oh, anyone? So yeah, today I'm asking in the other way. Okay, simple. That means everyone has heard this word for the Kaizen. If you are definitely in the manufacturing. So this is the key buzzword of the world, right? So Kaizen simply, right? Kaizen is simply, it's a Japan word, no? It's a Japan word, came from Japan. It's a philosophy, right? It's kind of a, initially it came as a, actually it came as a tool. Kaizen is a tool, initially discussed, right? Then after it's become, it's not a tool, it's a kind of a philosophy that focus on continuous incremental improvement. These are the real important three words. It should be continuous and it should be incremental improvement, right? It should be continuous, not stop. Incremental mean very small, small improvement, right? And it's all about making small, manageable change that lead to significant long-term results. So once we do Kaizen, it will be slow, it will be support to slowly improve our organization. Then finally we'll get a long-term results. Very simple scenario, very simple concept, but very one of the most powerful concepts in lean. Right? I'll go forward a little bit. Now this is the important part, not the Kaizen, because you know Kaizen already. Right. Now this is how the responsibility of each level of the lean organizations. I repeat again, this small chart shows the responsibility of the leaders or the employees in a lean organization. All right, we'll see. Now you please understand where are you in this organization. Then we'll understand what are your responsibilities under lean. Right. Let's say top management. If you are top management, this is you have fall into here. Then you have middle management. Middle mean, right, you may be executive, maybe a manager, right? That level comes under middle. And the supervisor level, some organization we call TLGL level, some organization we call supervisors. And finally, we have the team member level, or we call the worker level. Right? These are the high level for categories in an organization. Okay. Now we'll go through what are their responsibility, very simple manner. And please remember, it will support you to understand about yourself. Okay, right. Simply, maintain mean, right? This is on your handout. Please write it down. Maintenance mean not the machine maintenance or something, right? Not that maintenance. It's called the daily task, daily work, or we call the work for today. Work for today. Right? Very simple. That means today, what I need to do today, that is what is happening. Right? That's called the maintenance input. Now, let's say the team member level. We'll start from down. Nah? Okay. In team member level, you will see the blue color. It's around 90% his job comes under maintenance or the today task, daily task. And you will see around 10% his job comes under Kaizen. Kaizen means improvement. What it mean very simply, team member's job is, yes, he need to come to work and he need to work for today task, maybe value added, maybe support for value added. So that is 90% each of them. And the same time, he need to do some improvement to Kaizen, he need to work for tomorrow. He need to work for improvement. At least he need to give some suggestions, ideas for the management. Okay, this is how we can do it in a better way. That is team member level work level. Right? When we move into supervisor or TLGL level, what you can see here, their daily task level become lower and their Kaizen part become little bit higher. Let's say it's like a 60% here, 40% here. Or someone can call 70 to 30, yes, you can call it. But it doesn't matter. It is higher than the team member. So what it means, the supervisor TLGL level, so their daily task, let's say they work 8 to 5. That is their time span. 8 to 5 they are working. So around 6 hours, let's say they work around 8 hours, so around 6 to 6.5 hours, yes, they need to work for today task. Maybe they need to monitor the production performance, to monitor the quality. So these are the things that's called the maintenance. And another 30 to 40%, they should work for tomorrow or the improvements. Right? So they need to do the Kaizen. Okay, how I do today we have a problem like this. how I eliminate this problem tomorrow. What are the improvements I can do in the shop floor? This problem not occur again tomorrow, right? This is called the supervisor's job role, simply, right? So that is where they need to do it. They need to think tomorrow, how I can do my job, my team job, easier way tomorrow. Easier way mean Kaizen. How I can reduce the work time of the operation, what I can do. How I can improve the safety of my team member, what I can do. Likewise, they need to think about. Right? If today your performance is, let's say, 70%, now what is their job is they need to think how I can improve this one to 71% tomorrow. What I can do it, how I can improve my productivity, team performance. So that is their job. Let's go to the middle management. That means executive until it's until it's come for the manager level, it comes to the middle management. Fine. You will see here, it's become 30 to 40. Let's say it's 40% somewhere. And let's say this is another 40%. And new things comes here. 20%. What are the things? Innovations should comes to their life. Okay, so that means 40%, yes, they need to work for today performance, today productivity, today quality, they need to solve the problems. That is 40%. Achieve the today target. And what they need to do, most of the time, right? Another 40%, around 40%, they need to work for improvement. My section. Now, supervisor, team leader work for their section. Maybe their module or maybe their area. But when it's come to the executive and manager, they have a bigger area, right? Like a department level. What improvement I can do in my department? How I can support for my team leader, group leader? What improvement I can do with them, right? How like today it's take 10 hours to do some task. How I can reduce into 9.5 hours tomorrow? What I can do it? So how I can support for team leader, group leader? So these are the thinking should do comes to the management level or the executive until manager level. And not only that, new things comes, innovation. They not only do the Kaizen, they need to bring new innovation to their department. Maybe automation, like Sampath and myself, they have a discussion before we start simply. So that is the management level I want to. What new things should be comes? What new machines? What new robotics? What are the innovation we can? How I can eliminate one process, and what are the new technology can incorporate into my job. So normally we are doing, let's say, Excel work. How I can move that Excel into digitalization, go into AI, go to simple way of data collection method. These are the innovation should bring by the management. That is 20% of their job. Let's say you are working around 8 hours per day, at least 20 to 30 minutes, right? The management, etc. and above, at least you need to think about what real new innovation can bring to my department, my job. New things. So that means you need to go and see the other company, need to watch the videos, YouTube, identify what are the new technology happens, right? What are the changes happen around the world in my business area. Then you need to bring those innovation to your department. Right. So that is it. We'll move into the top management. Like, yeah, that means you are GM, plant head and above, maybe vice president to CEO. Now you will see this is around 10%. And here it's become around, let's say, 40 to 50%. Now here become 40 to 50% innovation. That is why they need to go to the world exhibitions, check what are the new machines, what are the things the competitors do to improve the quality, improve the productivity, what are the new methods like TPM, TQM, lean, maybe in other concepts, error proofing to bring to the organization. Right, so that is top management job role. So please write it down on a handout. It's there. Actually, the picture is there. Just the thinking. Right. So you will see the Kaizen. That means very simply, who do the Kaizen? Every one of the organization very simply. It should be done by team member and it should be done by supervisor to team leader, manager, even GM to CEO to everyone need to do Kaizen. Kaizen means small improvement. Innovation is a big improvement. Kaizen is a small improvement. So everyone need to be done small improvement. At the same time, the management and middle and top management need to do the big Kaizen or the innovation. That is what this paragraph of this chart means. Right? Please, I will give you 30 seconds to have a nice note. Please check your job role today. You may be fall into here. You are not into, right? You are here because in this group, we have middle and top managers only. Okay, so if you are in here, just think how many Kaizens I have done last month, last 2 months. What are the innovation I have bring to the business last 2 3 months? Just think about. If you are top manager, think same. What are the things I have done here? What are the things I have done in here for last 2 3 months? Now, what happened, right? So normally what happened? Our supervisor do worker level, top management do this level, and top management going for the here. So that is how the normal traditional organization leaders works. So those are the non-lean organization, traditional organization. They work one step below. It should be. So that is why it's happening. Maybe because of the firefighting. You don't have a time to do Kaizen or innovation because you are very busy with this here. Here you are very busy.
And
Is
also,
it
I
happening?
can add like this.
Yes.
I think the main thing, our management, the middle management, not trustworthy with our low level bottom line team.
People. Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
because
also
of
one
knowledge.
reason because these days I have same issue. So I address
Really?
this same case today morning also. I addressed to them. Then finally today evening we had the same experience. They not trust their people.
That
Because
means these
why?
people
They
not
not
trust this
correctly
level.
follow up, and they not correctly teach their team,
Yeah.
so they cannot trust. I feel like
Right.
that. Sometimes I mean,
Example.
maybe wrong,
That
but
is
I
how
just experienced
perfect.
I share with you.
Perfect example. That is how it's happened in the real world. Because this level, these people not trust this level. That is a very good case. Normally it's happened, no? Like 80% time, right? 80% time these people not trust these people. They are we cannot blame these people, right? Okay, why they are not trusting, you cannot blame these people. Because when you really identify why they are not trust, maybe their skills, capability, and right, their skills, knowledge. All right. The final is called the competency. So my bad. For the competency is not enough to do this job really. So that means these people be not developed by these people. So it should be developed. They need to give up right problem solving tools, leadership skills, right? How to do the improvements, right? If there is a problem, how they need to solve it. So we need to equip these people with the right tools and techniques, then they will do it. In the history, they have not gone through any training. They don't know how to solve the problem properly. Then once these people give some task for them, they are not performing. They will give one task, not perform well. Second time, not perform. Third time, not perform. Then how and what happened? The trust goes. If you want to build the trust of these two layer, definitely you need to be equipped these people with knowledge, skill, or we call the competence. So need to do the trainings, need to give the right leadership, coaching, mentoring. Then these people get improved. Then these people try to start believing on the trust. So that's called mutual trust and respect. Start. Right. So these are not, we cannot tell, right, some person. But that is the actual scenario in any organization in the world. And another thing is, now these people not trust these people, and this team not trust these people. That also happening sometimes, right? So that is why each and every layer we need to be improved, or we need to develop their competency level. Okay, so that is how it's happening. Thank you. Those are the real practical. Okay, we'll move into the Kaizen. Right. So what are the Kaizen? There are two types of Kaizens you can available in the world. I'll go fast a little bit. Right. So which call the first one we call the primitive Kaizen, and other things we call the advanced Kaizen. right? So we don't think about Kaizen, there are categories, right? Primitive Kaizen means very simple. Oh, we call this small Kaizen. Actually, that word is not exact right word. Kaizen, there are no small or big. Kaizen is Kaizen. Primitive means the basic, right? In primitive, there are two type of Kaizen. What's called the point Kaizen and Gemba Kaizen. Anyone heard about these two Kaizen type of Kaizen?
I heard about Gamba Kaizen, not Point
Okay, you
Kaizen.
heard. No? Thank you. Any other? I'm not asking what is those. I just ask only, have you heard only? Anyone? Tarindu? Tandu, Danu, no. Suresh?
Yes,
Yeah, you are
we
there.
also have, yes.
You know. How about Asela? How about Ranganath?
Yeah, we heard that.
You heard, no? Okay, super, And these are the
Yes.
very called primitive. Now we'll move to the advanced Kaizen. The very first advanced Kaizen is the 5-day Kaizen. Though this is a Kaizen event, it will be going through 5 days. That is why it's called the 5-day Kaizen. And there's another Kaizen called Kaikaku Kaizen. It's a little bit bigger Kaizen. And there's another Kaizen called the Kobetsu Kaizen. This Kaizen comes from TPM. You know TPM, right? There's another productivity improvement tool, the methodology called the TPM. Under TPM, this Kobetsu Kaizen comes. And another Kaizen called the Karikuri Kaizen. I will show some examples, right? What is the meaning of Karikuri Kaizen? In Sri Lanka, I have not seen actually, but in other countries, especially the Toyota, they are doing a lot of Karikuri Kaizens. Like when you go to Toyota, you will see this kind of Karikuri Kaizens everywhere in Toyota. Right? So that's another type of Kaizen. And the hackathon, yes, this hackathon started from IT industry. Then it's moving to the another industry. Personally, I also joined for some hackathons, right? So, and the other one is there's another different Kaizen called the logistic Kaizen. This is really happening in Toyota. These are advanced Kaizens, right? So if you want to learn more and more and more, please go and you can have some videos are there in YouTube. You can read some articles, so you can learn this from a coach, right? Or consultant. That is how it's happened. Okay, anyway, these are the two type of Kaizen just to understand, right? There are a lot of different type of Kaizens are available in the world. Okay, we'll go and see something, no? Now, how this Kaizen process happen? Right. First one is Kaizen is an improvement. It should be comes for someone's mind. Comes from mind. That's called the idea. Okay, I have idea to do it. Then if I have idea, what we do is we implement the idea. Okay, I have idea. Okay, if I do something like this, there should be an improvement. Then I do it. And I do, and I check whether my Kaizen works or not. That means that we get the expected results or not. Right? If I get expected results, or that means after I do my improvement Kaizen, I see there's improvement of the process or the product, then I do the documentation part. Document the Kaizen, okay, this is I have done, this is its work, right? Document, and normally in an organization, reward and recognize these ideas. Kaizen. Then what we do is, okay, now we have implemented new system, and we don't stop it. We need to have a process to check whether these new processes are sustaining or not. A lot of time we implement new things, but after 2-3 weeks, we are our team doing the previous ways. So therefore, we need to sustain the new implementation. Then new idea comes. Then implement again. Check, document, sustain. So this is the Kaizen cycle. Simple as that. Okay. We'll move into it. We'll understand something. Right. Okay, here we go. Support me, please. Now, these are the things we can see in car parks, right? So when we reverse the car, we see there are blocks, right? Bricks are there. Then we reverse the car, our wheels, and go and hit these bricks. Then we know now, okay, now we park our vehicle in the right place. How we can improve? Can you suggest some Kaizen for this one? Normally we see everywhere in the world, we see this one. What are the improvement you can do? And it should be serve the purpose. Huh? Improve the, okay, reduce the cost, improve the quality, and what improvement we can do. Any suggestion? Say, come on. Any idea how to
So
improve?
sorry, I couldn't hear your question. Can you explain it again?
Sure. Why not? Why not? Sir? That means, let's say the first one you can see, right? Any car parking around anywhere in the world, right? So there are this kind of a bricks are there, right? When you park the car, right? When our wheels hit this brick, okay, we know, okay, this is the now I have parked my car properly, right? So what you can do improve this place? What
Uh,
Kaizen?
we can hanging air balloons for identify the spaces of the slots to
Right.
others.
So that mean okay. That mean to identify the space. I'm not asking the space.
Yes.
Let's say space is there. When you reverse, how we can know why these two bricks are there, right? Because to understand the driver, okay, now we have parked properly. That is what is the reason. Because if you reverse more, it will be hit on the other side car. How we can improve?
We fix
Can
some
I just pick in?
sensors.
Okay,
Sensors.
I don't know who said. Okay, sensors, yes. But the thing is, sensors you need more money, and sensors can be, let's say, breakdown. Then you need to add new sensors. That is another improvement, yes, but it costly and more maintenance, right?
Yeah.
Take out
That's
one
also
bridge and
right.
keep only one bridge.
Yeah, Kamal, I forget. I not here.
Take out one bridge and keep only one.
Okay, that's it. Kamal's idea is remove one brick here, keep only one. That is correct. Here, only one brick. You take it out one bricks because why? Why you need to have two bricks? Because one bricks serve the purpose. Simple. Now, what is the improvement here? So you can see, let's say if you have 500 car parks in your car park, right? Once that means you need 1,000 bricks. If you do this Kaizen, you will reduce the cost of bricks by 50%. It's a huge amount. 50% cost you can reduce, but you serve the same purpose. That is the Kaizen. Simple. No need to think in a bigger way. Right, here we go. I will give another one. The wonderful Kaizen. Now, people think, I heard about the people think Kaizen is not easy in our organization, our business, and we need money. Very difficult to do Kaizen, right? It will be not give impact to the work. I know in my last around 20 years, I have heard this one many times in many organizations, right? Uh, but there's another small thing, right? You know which animal is the second slowest animal in the world? Second slowest animal in the world. Who's the first one? Slowest animal in the world in the ground, not the water.
Turtle?
Slowest animal. This is not lean.
Turtle?
Sorry?
Turtle.
Not turtle. The turtle is not the slowest. Slowest animal in the world on earth.
Snail?
Perfect. Snail is the slowest one. Then who is the second slowest?
Turtle.
Yeah, second one is the turtle. That is slowest animal, no? Can you make that turtle fast moving? That's a Kaizen. If you can do it, you're doing a Kaizen, and it's a change of the world history. Let's say the uh, turtle born around 10,000 years, 20,000 years ago. So you change the history. Can you even do? Can you make the turtle fast moving? That's a Kaizen. Okay, here we go. I'll show you. show you what you call video. Let's watch.
If it's a real video or
Yeah,
AI?
it's a real, not AI, it's a real video.
Wow, amazing.
So simple. Now, by doing Kaizen, you can improve the speed of the world's second slowest animal. So what about our jobs? That means anything you can do it. Any improvement you can do it in the world if you know Kaizen. Simple as that, right? So some people said we don't have last month we not see any improvement in our department. No, I have heard this one. Right, so in the zero Kaizans in our department. I asked why. No. So there are no improvement. Okay, yes, no problem. So have you not seen it? Is it no improvement or you have not seen it? No, sir, we have done everything now, no problem in our organization, our department. So then I show this one. But you see there are no improvement in your department. But these are the things people do. Even you can improve the speed of the world's second animal, fastest animal. Sorry, world's second slowest animal. So definitely there are improvements in the world. No one can tell there are no improvement, right? So if you want, yeah, this video actually I downloaded from internet. Right, you can download and you can show into the people and say, okay, see how it's happened. Now turtle can go fast like a cat because of this Kaizen. Very small improvement, right? And very low cost, right? There are no engine, no machine, very improvement. So like that's called Kaizen, nothing else. Okay, simple as that. Right, we'll go to the Karikuri Kaizen. What is the Karikuri Kaizen? Simple understand. This is a new thing. I know the point Kaizen, normal Kaizen, everyone heard it. I don't want to teach and take more time to teach Kaizen in this subject. I mean the TQM, right? If you want to learn about more about the Kaizen, please join our yellow belt class. We will do the Kaizen for full day. Right? A lot of Kaizens we teach in there, right? So that's a marketing point. Anyway, Karikuri Kaizen, it's a low cost automation. Karikuri mean in Japan called the gravity. Remember the words, huh? Karikuri, that's Japan words. The simply it's mean the gravity. Right here, so that means using gravity, not energy. Right? Using gravity, we improve our process. Let's see. Now here they use only the gravity, no electronic, no power, no motors, nothing. Using gravity, they shift these pellets into some places.
Do
These
you
are the
have a
modern
sound
Kaizen.
on the
Many, many
video, Darshana?
Toyota people do. Only the gravity they use. The power is the gravity, gravitation power. No electricity cost, nothing. Simple physics. Okay, so what you can do is you can understand, go more and more what you call videos and understand how this Karikuri Kaizen is happening. Right? It's very famous now. It's a evolving what you call moving system in a organization. Right? Very good one because you don't want any electricity or nothing. Simple. So these are the Kaizen, very simply the Kaizen. I explained two types of Kaizen, no? Game point Kaizen and the Karikuri Kaizen. Please go through and learn other Kaizen if you have a time, right? Okay, we'll go to the next tool called the Deming cycle. Simply we call the PDCA, right? It's started by Dr. Edward Deming. That's the father of quality. That is why it's called the Deming cycle, right? Deming cycle called the PDCA. It started around 1920 to 1950. He's the one who introduced this concept to the world, right? After that, what happened? Because of this concept, there are many tools come to the world, and behind these tools, it is about the Deming or PDCA concept. Even A3 comes under PDCA concept. A-step comes under PDCA concepts, right? That is how it's happened. Simply, what is PDCA plan? Right? Identify the problem with the data and develop the hypothesis. Okay, I have a problem, so we identify the problem, and okay, we develop the actions. Okay, what we need to do it. Then that is called the plan. Then what is do mean? Very simply, we implement this action point. Right? We do the action point. Okay, right. Then after we do, we check whether we get results or not. See if it's work, right? So that is called the third one. Try out first, identify the problem. Okay, what is our problem? What we can do? Then we do the action and we check what are the whether we get results or not. See if it's work or not. Right? Then the act very simply launch and adjust. If the solution provide effective, then roll out. Let's say we do these 3 phases and we get results. We done. That means this process is work. Then what we can do is we can roll out this learning into the other areas, other modules, other styles. For this one, normally in the Japan word, it's called the Yokotan. If you want, please write it down this word. Yokotan. That means roll out the best practices. Let's say one plant do good thing, so other plant also copy this good thing. It's called the Yokotan. Let's say the Ravi, let's say in your Jordan factory has done something good, and the same practice other let's say Vietnam factory copy, and they also do the same good thing. It is called Yokotan. That means improvement done by one person, and it will be used by other people also to get the benefits. That's called simply the rollout. Because we don't want to, simply we call no, we don't want to reinvent the wheel. Wheel has been already invented, just use it. That is called Yokotan. Quite simple. So that is called the PDCA cycle. Right? First we plan what to do, then we do it, and we check whether we get the results or not. If not the results, we plan again, do. Then we get the results, we document it and roll out the best results, best methods. That's simply called the Deming cycle of PDCA. And what's happened? How to do it, right? So we do PDCA and we are continuously improving. But what happened? If we stop, it will be roll out back. To stop this come back, we need to standardization. So that means simply we plan, do, check, act, and we standard, write a SOP or something, we keep it there. Then we do another PDCA, take our process up and do same thing. This is going up and up and up and we keep standardization, keep it, and this will new process or new steps, new methodology, don't come back again. So standardization is very important under PDCA. Otherwise, after 1 month, if you have not standardized, you will see people work as the previous method, previous all ineffective method. That is cycle. So when you do problem solving, remember standardization is very important. That is why if you know 8-step problem solving, the 8th step is standardization. Right? Number 8 is standardization. Then you know the new process, new method, not go back to the previous process. Right? That is how it's happening simply. Right. And simply earlier days, it is called the PDCA as a tool. I remember when I learned this PDCA in 1997, my first PDCA I learned it. At that time, my teacher, my coach also said PDCA is a tool. Right? Then after that, when I joined for the MAs and worked there for years, then our new coaches called PDCA is not a tool, it's a way of thinking. Right? So if you want to do something, you need to first plan, then do, check, and you need to, it's a PDCA is a thinking, not a tool. Now we are calling about PDCA is a thinking method. Now these are the tools now become. Earlier people call PDCA as a tool. Now people call PDCA as a not a tool. So these problem solving, these are the tools. Right? 5I, you know it. A step, like I said just 5 minutes ago. 8, there's another concept, but it's not work now. A3, yes, you have know it. Kaizen, 5-day Kaizen, Kovetsu Kaizen, these are another PDCA. And STW called the standard worksheets. These are PDCA concept. Develop this method using a PDCA concept. Right? So anyone knows A3, you know, no? Okay, my another question. Anyone has heard the 8D process? 8D means it started from D, like 5S. Have you know heard about 8D? Anyone has an experience of using 8D? Ravi, have you?
A customer use an AD for a corrective
okay.
action plan. So we follow that for a certain customer and we roll it around. I don't know whether you're talking the same or is it different?
Same, maybe same, no? Because it's an old method,
Okay.
like now 30 years old method. Now people not use this method because there are another better tools are there. But maybe some people still they are using because there's also effective method. But currently we have another more effective methods come to the world. No, more statistic tools are there, technology is there. So that is why these all methods become going slowly out of the business. Right. Okay. Anyway, those are some tools, right? So we'll go for the DMAC very simply before the break. DMAC, this used in Six Sigma. That is why I asked you something, right? Have you anyone done the Six Sigma before? Then if you have done the Six Sigma, yes, you know this DMAC, right? That is come from the Six Sigma. It's a data-driven problem-solving method. Remember, DMAC Six Sigma is a problem-solving tool. It started from Motorola. Lean started from Toyota. DMAC started from Motorola. So that is called simply as that, right? It's another tool. DMAC means define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. There's another 5 steps process, right? How to do it using another method, right? So I forget it. Have I give you that OBI free course for you? Have I mentioned it earlier? Six Sigma.
Yes, sir.
Done, ne?
Yes, I already did.
You have read. Okay, that's it. So please go through that free course. I shall send the link again in the chat box today. Then go through little about, and you can do yellow belt also there for the 50% discount, you know, for the students. Then just understand what is this DMAC process. You will get some idea from there. In yellow white belt is free, no? Only 2 hours, I think. It's a 2-hour course, right? Am I correct? If anyone has done? 2 to
Yes,
3.
sir. Yes.
Suresh, you done, no? It's around 2 hours. You can learn about foundation about this process. Right. Anyway, we'll go a little bit faster. DMAC mean, right? Define, measure, right? Analyze, improve, and control. Right. So first one, we define the problem. Then we measure. So there are steps need to do. Then we analyze this our problem. Then we get some improvement, get some action to improve. Then we do the check and adjust whether our problem solved or not. These are the 5 phases we are going through. But the thing is, we are going through these 5 phases with data. And there are a lot of software comes in the world, like Minitab, SPS, like there are a lot of software we need to use it because it's a statistical tooling. Simply, what is this? And here, this is the important part of Six Sigma, where we discuss about D, PMO, defect per million opportunities, right? Defect per million opportunities. That's called the DPMO. That is the keyword under DMAC process of the 6 Sigma. Right? It shows the number of defects or the issues for the millions. Right? If anyone want to find your Sigma level in your organization, this is the formula. Right? You can say total number of defects you can understand and divided by total opportunities and multiple by 1 million. Then you will come across some number. Right? Some number you will come across. Then check what is the relevant Sigma level for that number. Let's say you are somewhere here, this number, you are in a 3 Sigma level. Now, if your organization has only 3.4 defects per million opportunity, you are in a 6 Sigma level. That is what is called. That means your Sigma level go up and up. Your quality level or your defects are very low. If you have more defects in your organization, your Sigma level is low. So in Six Sigma, that tool, what is support you to reduce your defects and improve your Sigma level. That is how it's going to do. That is the Six Sigma works. Very simple. Understand this PMPO, defects per million opportunities. If you forget this one, I'll share the free course again. Please go through and you can learn what this means, right? So what is the Six Sigma for? Reduce the variation. Maybe you remember that subject, that part I have done this part for previous session. Simply, why lean, reduce waste and reduce lead time. Why Six Sigma? Reduce variation. We discuss under the variation subject, right? So this has been high variation. We are going to reduce this. So that is what it's called the Six Sigma, simply the Six Sigma level. And Six Sigma also they have belt. In lean, you have, white, yellow belt, green belt, black belt in lean. In Six Sigma, you will see a white belt and master black belt. This is the belt system in Six Sigma. But in lean, you will see only these 3 levels. So that is the one difference of Six Sigma path and the lean path. Then there's another difference. Now let's say if you do green belt in Six Sigma, that means you cover entire this part. If you do black belt, you cover green belt also, but not in lean. Lean, you have a separate area for yellow, separate for green, separate for black belt. That means if you have done green belt, mean you don't know yellow belt some tools because you have not covered. That is why if you go to the right lean path, you need to cover yellow, then green, then black. Then you will come across all the lean concepts. Right? So this is another difference of learning of Six Sigma and lean. Just remember this one. That is why I asked the people, please do yellow belt first and understand Six Sigma. Then if you have time, go to yellow belt. Right? So this too is enough for you to get some idea. Right? If you want to be qualified more, you can go for green and black and belt. Right? Don't worry, I will share it again with the team. Then you can go through again and get some idea about this tool, right? Okay, so we are very good, no? We'll take 5-minute break, and today 5 minutes early I finish. Yes, of course. Right? We will meet after 5 minutes. Okay, interval. Break time. Okay, we are back. Okay, hope everyone back. Let's type yes in our chat box. So the traditional way of our class, no? That means you are there, and while the same way, Sampath has asked a wonderful question. Are you there? Please just have a response. Okay, done, no? That means you are there, right? Thank you. So Sampath has a very good question. No? Motorola start Six Sigma introduced by Motorola, but they are not surviving the market. Simple as that. Six Sigma is to improve the process or improve the quality, not to identify the market trend or understanding, right? So what customer needed. It's a problem solving tool. right? If you have a defects, it will support to reduce the defects. But what happened in the world, what happened in the market, what customer want, identify the customer requirement and deliver the customer, design the product is not comes under Six Sigma. So that is why now in the world, you cannot find Six Sigma alone. Six Sigma comes with lean Six Sigma. Because alone Six Sigma, you cannot survive in the world. But with lean, it will support us, right? Simple as that. Sampath, you got the point? It's only a problem solving tool, nothing else. Sampath, you are okay, right? Hello.
Yes, so
Okay, good. Right, so here we move it. Right, understand the pokayoke, right? Pokayoke mean, in Japan word pokayoke, in English it's called the error proofing, right? Where this comes from, pokayoke? It's come in the Jidoka pillar. That's called the quality pillar, right? We call the BIQ pillar. In here, you will learn about the pokayoke. Simple as that. This pokayoke comes under Jidoka pillar, right? So where it's really in the lean, right? In lean, there is a visual pyramid called the visual factory pyramid. This is called the visual factory pyramid in lean, right? It has 3 levels, 5 ways, visual display and visual control level. There are 3 levels, high level. And in these 3 levels, there are 6 steps. The last step called error proof level, or we call the pokayoke. This is a little bit advanced area for the visual factory pyramid or the BIQ pyramid. There are a lot of things, right? Under this comes under lean concept, right? So what is this pokayoke? Simply, it will support us to not generate the errors, not generate the defect. Remember, the defect and errors Vimal has explained you under the BIQ subject, right? So in here, we will support not to generate any defect. That is called the error proofing in here, right? This is a huge area, right? And we'll go example, then you can understand what is the meaning of error proofing or pokayoke. This example, let's say, in this example, let's say this is electric, right? This plus or this minus, right? Now, let's say this is, so my bad, sorry. This is current line, this is neutral line. Right? Now here, let's say this is line. Now this is your plug. If you, by mistake, if you had placed this into here, let's say this electric machine get burned by mistake. Right? But if you have this the same size, there can be some person, by mistake, he will be placed into a wrong way. So what they have done, they make one size is bigger than the other one. So that means this part can only move into here. This cannot be moved into here. Even the operator try to do it in a wrong way, it will not work. That is called error proof. Error proof. Right? That's called the pokayoke. Even by pokayoke means even if you try to do it by force, it will be not work. That is called the error proofing. The concept of error proofing. Now, error proofing is another tool tool used to reduce the errors. That means if you don't have errors, that means we don't have defects. That is the concept behind here, right? No errors, no defects. Remember, that is the core concept of BIQ. So if you forget it, please go to the subjects. Vimal has explained this one in a very nice way. Right? So that is called the error. Now you have seen the SIM card also. You see this, there's something, no? This side, they have cut this side. So that is also error proof. That means you cannot place the SIM card in a wrong direction. Now error proof, there are 2 types. That is the one thing you need to understand. when we discuss about the under the quality. First one is prevention-based error proof. Other one called the detection-based error proof. Right? Prevention-based. Prediction and occur may happen. In here, they control or shut down the machine. Prevention. Let's say you are doing some operation, and if there is a defects, right, comes, right, the machine is stopped and say, okay, there's a defect, I cannot run it. If I run the machine, defect can be generated. So machine is stopped. That's called the prevention-based error proof. Another, right, other one called the detection-based error proof. When error happen, there will be a warning or something. Signal comes. Okay, there's a defect comes here. Please give attention. Detection comes. So that is called the detection-based error proof. Right? Now, what is the difference here? This type of error proof, it's prevent error occurring. No defect. Before defect generate, the machine is stopped. Detection type means defect already done, happen. Then machine is stopped. Right? That is the two different type of PDCA. First type of PDCA, before defects happen, machine is stopped. Right? That means in prevention type, you will not get any defects. Detection time, the other way, the very first defect comes, then it's stopped. That means second defect not comes. Right? There was an error. Right? Simply, let's say, because let's say the embroidery machine. Right? It's a detection, no prevention. Embroidery machine.
Detection.
Detection.
Yes.
Yeah, alarm when the error was, if error comes, it's stopped.
Yes.
If no error mean no defect, right? That's it. Okay. So these are the two type of error PDCA. We can understand this is a very big subjects comes under BIQ or the error proof, right? So we'll go for another little bit understand about this two high level about the prevention, right? Prevention one, right? It's a warn errors if the detect control level, then error locked and error free. The prevention, no error comes. Right? In detection method, is detect alarm, defect stop, right? Defect flow control. Defect can occur, but it will be not move into the next step. Right? That means sometimes there is a defect part is there, but only one. Right? Prevention means there will be no any defect, zero. If something is about to happen, something machine is stopped. About to happen, but it's not happened. That is why it says, no, in embroidery machine is stopped after breaking the thread. But thread break already there. Right? But you have seen some gadgets are there. That gadget will be check the tension of the thread. If this gadget identify the thread tension is more, automatically stop before break the thread. That is called prevention. Simple two concept, but just to keep this understand about this one. These are some example for error proof, right? Simply the plug point. You will see, right? This is the earth part, and this is big, and there are another two parts. So you cannot plug this plug top, you cannot plug into the plug base in another way. Only one way you can do it. That is why it's called the error proof. And we'll go for another example. The lift. Right? If more people in the lift, if it exceed the level of weight, it will be the lift not work and it will be alarm. This is what you call it says overload, no? Overload, but lift not go. Lift not. So that is a error proof. Otherwise, what happen if the error lift moved? It can be a damage. It's not work. That's a error proof. Simple, most famous one is this PDCA for the SIM when we enter, right? So normally, earlier days, if you remember, the SIM came to the market around 1998, 2000. Around 2000, sorry, it's 2000 because I work as a sales executive for mobile. At that time, the very first SIM card came like this. There are no this cut mark. Because of that, we placed the other way in the SIM and we said this SIM not work, phone not work. Right? When you check it, we see we have placed the SIM in a wrong direction. So that is why finally the SIM comes in this shape. So the phone also have this kind of a shape in the phone. So we cannot place the SIM card in a wrong side. Right. So finally, we need to understand the PDCA are mostly in a engineering control. More is a PDCA we cannot do with SOP or something. It should be a engineering control. There should be a control mechanism you need to be developed. These are simply PDCA. And when it start from Jidoka introduced by Kachiri Toyota. That means the father of the normal Toyota car manufacturing. He is the one who invented auto loom machine. And with the auto loom machine, he came across this error-proof method. What happened previously, there's a manual auto loom machine. The thread, once they stitch the fabric, the thread will be break down always. Then he came across a new method. Before break down the thread, machine automatically stop. So that is this Jidoka. This concept came with the very first automated machine. That's called the Kachiri Toyota. Right? That's the father of Kachiri Toyota. Right. So that is the one person who introduced this one. If you remember, first go to the first day of the class. We introduced the lean evaluation of the lean. That's there, right? These are some error-proof example, right? This is the manual feeding. We'll see this one. Normally, the person feed, do some operation, take it down. When happen automatic feed, right? Mistake, if the machine taken, if there's any defect comes, it will take it out. And there should be a person need to be checked. And the error-proof what happened? The machine feed. If there's an error, there's an alarm and says, okay, beep, beep, there's a sound and color, there's an error, please come and check. And machine also stop, not work, same as an embroidery machine. Right? The embroidery machine, what happened? We need to go and recorrect this, but the real Jidoka level, you don't want to recorrect this. If the defects comes, it will be rejected by the machine automatically and only the good product pass through. Then the Jidoka, the last level of the Jidoka. Right? So you don't want no people touch. If defect comes, yes, it's stop. Why this reject and pass only the good part. That's the real Jidoka machines. Right? If you want to learn these two concepts properly, deeper BIQ, we have developed two courses. First one called the Certified Lean Quality Performer and Certified Lean Quality Expert. This is one course, but we have divided into two for understanding about these two courses. In these two courses, we will go very deep about the BIQ only. Right? If you want to learn about BIQ, this is the only course available currently in the market, in the world, to learn about this Jidoka concept fully. Tarindu has already done. He is qualified for the Lean Quality Expert. This is a practical course. This is not a theory course. This is a practical course. How we can use this BIQ concept and improve our quality of the process. Right? This is another one if you want to learn it further and further. Right. Okay. Before conclude. Okay. Yes. You have an assignment today. Right? What is the assignment? Do a Kaizen. But this Kaizen should be related to the quality, not the normal Kaizen. Okay? Let's do a Kaizen related to the quality and share with us before next week. It's a very simple. And the format, we will share the format in our group. This is small format, right? We will share in the group, and you can use this format to do the quality Kaizen, right? Today we learn a lot of Kaizen. Actually, what we want is the only the point Kaizen, very small Kaizen. Don't do a big Kaizen. Get some defect in your organization, in your product, right? Do some improvement to reduce the defects, right, or improve the quality, and document this one into the format we will give you and share with us. So that is the homework for third homework of the TQM course. At the same time, I will share you the TQM tool. Vimal will explain this TQM tool very briefly, not today, right, in the future. So please go through and first do it by yourself, the TQM tool, and understand the tool. Then come up with the understanding. Then we will explain how to do a roadmap assessment of TQM journey. It is very good one. Then why I say very good one? Please do it by yourself, and you can suggest your management, and you can tell, okay, our quality TQM concept, our quality is under phase 1 now. We need to go to phase 2. Okay, these are the things we need to do to go to phase 2. You can suggest this one to your management by using this tool. Then they will understand, okay, what are the things you need to do. Otherwise, if you go and tell, okay, we need to do this one, if we do like this one, it's good. Some people not believe it, the management. They say, no worry, don't worry, no need to do this one. Just do what you have said. But if you go through a right rule, scientific way, and if you can show, okay, we have done a TQM audit in our factory, in our plant, and this is the results we got it. That means we need to go for further, and these are the things we need to do. Shall we go further? Then you discuss about the scientific way. You will tell, okay, we are currently 30 marks. We need to go to 60. These are the action we need to be performed to go to 60 level. Then management will believe. Sometimes they will surprise, okay, we are 30. You can say it's okay, yes, we are 30 based on the international TQM roadmap. We are in phase 2, phase 1, we need to go to phase 2. This is what it is. So you can convince your management regarding that. Or any organization, if you want us to do, we will do this TQM assessment by ourselves. If you want to do it by ourselves, we will come to your factory, we will come to your company, and we will do this assessment, and we will give you the results of your organization. Okay, this is where you are now, and we will suggest you an action plan. Please do this is action. Then you can improve your quality process in your organization and quality management system. Remember, TQM is a total quality management. So how you need to improve your quality management system based on the TQM concept, what you have learned for 14 days, 14 weeks, right? You can do it by yourself. If you want our support, yes, we will come in, right? So anyway, that's the additional thing. Before we move into the next one, right? This is today homework, simple. Kaizen, one Kaizen, but it should be related to quality. Don't send other Kaizen, right? Productivity improvement or safety Kaizen. Yes, please do it and keep in your company. If you share with us, share only the quality related improvement. These are some other tools today we discuss, right? If you want to learn this tool further and further, there are a lot of courses. You can do it, or otherwise the knowledge is free on online. You can go to YouTube and learning. Yes, Suresh, please.
I can do some system improvements for quality related.
Yes, but it should be quality related.
Yeah,
By
yes.
doing this improvement, your quality should be improved. By your product or service quality should be improved. You need to tell how much FTT improved, how much defect reduced. You need to give the number, right? In the Kaizen form, you will see this measurable are there, right? But I have done this one, right? By doing this one, I reduced this defect by 3%. Or our FTT going to improve by this percent. Our DR rate improved by this percent. You need to give that number. Don't just send us, I have done a quality improvement, but there should be an impact for your business, right? So that is how it's happened, very simply. And this area we are there, right? So before we move into the next one, we have another one called the craftsmanship, the last part of the session, and Vimal will be there to share the presentation link. Yeah, Vimal, you can take the presentation link. And if you have anything, please ask. Any question until Vimal will share with you the presentation. Any question, please? Until Vimal ready, today I will share the Kaizen format, TQM tool format, and Yellow Belt link if you want to learn about Six Sigma further. It's a free course. Okay, done, no? Okay, I'll hand over to Vimal.
Thanks, Darshana. Hi, everyone.
Hey, Vimal.
How are you after long time, I guess? I feel it's long time.
Only 1 week, only one session, right?
But it looks, long time.
Yeah.
I feel like long time. How are you doing? All good?
Always good. Cannot complain.
Okay, good to hear that. In Sri Lanka, we are not good, actually. I think as a nation, we are, I think, not happy about, people are not happy about the performance of cricket team. These days, World Cup is going on. People are very upset
Oh,
about
the
it.
famous cricket.
They are really upset about the performance of our team. Anyway, okay. So today's session, Darshan was covering many areas, Kaizen and error proofing and as well. So we are going to talk about the craftsmanship. I think maybe you have heard this word before. So today we will cover, within this short period of time, what is craftsmanship and why it is important, and how to apply the concepts, in your respective organizing, how we are going to apply. Anyone heard about this craftsmanship word before? I mean, in your industry, are you driving this craftsmanship as an initiative? Anyone is driving craftsmanship as an initiative? You are
Yes, sir,
driving,
we
no?
do. Yeah.
You do. What are the things you do generally at high level?
Yes,
Suresh? Is
Oh,
it a
yes,
tough
sir.
question? Is it a tough
Yeah.
question?
No.
Anyway, we'll
Actually,
when we go, I need your support also, Suresh. We'll relate because as we said at the beginning, what we are doing here is not just theory. We want the application piece. So it's good to hear that someone is, applying this. Before I move to the particular this craftsmanship subject, why TQM? Why it is important for our business? Why TQM is important our business? Can anyone give that answer? Why it is important for us, for your business? Why TQM is important? It is not important for business. What's
for
the
other
purpose?
suppliers, other suppliers competitions and customer perspectives like
Okay,
this one.
thank you. What else? By doing that, what we are expecting as a business objectives. Remember the first two sessions we did? Remember the roof of the house? What is the purpose of the TQM?
Delighting the customer.
Delighting
The customer, yeah.
Yeah, delighting the customer for what? Why we want to delight the customer?
For growth the business.
Absolutely right. If you are to be within the business, if you want to be the preferred vendor for your customer, and to grow the business, you need to be unique. You need to be better than It's a competition. It's a game. You should be, whichever the industry you are in, you should be better than others. Today, you may be the best in your particular industry, particular the region, particular country, but it's a competition. As I said, tomorrow somebody will overtake, right? Because everyone is in the business and everyone want to do better. That's why this is important. So craftsmanship also, as I said, as the critical part of a TQM, we want to go beyond the basic requirement, right? So I have put some of the products and services. Suresh, when you buy apparel, right? Do you have any particular brand? Don't mention the brand because it's a kind of a publicity we are going to give. But do you have any brand? Don't mention the name of the brand, but do you have any particular brand?
Yes, sir.
Yes. I think it's common for everyone. Yeah? So basically, you have a preferred brand. Why? Because it's a T-shirt. I have put the T-shirts. The T-shirt is a T-shirt. You can buy this particular T-shirt anywhere because it has 2 sleeves to front to back to collar to same color also you can buy. But still you want to go for one particular brand, right? Even the gloves. If you are in a gloves industry, maybe your customers are keep on coming to you because of there are reasons, right? If you are supplying the roof tiles, if you are constructing a roof building house, your engineer will say, okay, go for this particular brand. There is a reason for that particular civil engineer to recommend this roof tile, right? Also, even though you have many hospitals in your area, you and your family used to go to one particular hospital. There can be a reason for that. There is as the list of things, if you look at, if I get this example, hospital as example, the doctors are there, nurses are there, medicines are there, everything is same. But there are some added or, services they are giving, right? The way they greeting, the time taken to admit, something like that. There are some unique aspects which you can't get from the other hospital. That's why you have pick. Even for simple example, the bakery items, right? How many people are have a preferred shops for that? You are not buying, even though you are hungry, you will not buy these buns from anywhere. You will go to particular place to buy that because there are some added pieces. Bun is a bun, and in a general term, it's the same item. But there are some unique which normal audience or a normal customer cannot detect. But some customers will value that particular aspects. Because of that, they will go for that particular bakery, right? Even the hotels, the hotel room is a room. They have the swimming pool to basic requirements are all same, but still you prefer to go to that particular hotel. Why is that? Right? That's the question we should ask. Why is that? Why we have always have some sort of a selection when it comes to the service, the product. There is something in for us to pick that particular service or a product. Correct? You will agree with me, no? Day to day, I have put only limited products and services, but in general, all the services, even the schools, anywhere, transport, anything, even the airlines. So you have a selection because of some added or uniqueness they have given, right? So this is the definitions of craftsmanship. See the underlines, right? Please make a note in the sense, I think your notes are there. The detection of excellence through skillful creation, right? The detection of excellence. So the keywords are excellence. So you are talking about the excellence, not just meeting the requirement. You want to go beyond the, if you are in a good, we are not talking the good level. Go beyond that, excellence. Through skillful creation and thorough attention to detail. So that was the keyword. Attention to detail. Maybe, as I said, some product or services, they are fulfilling the basic requirements. But attention to detail in the sense, even the minor things, even the minor details, they have look into, right? In apparel, as example, inside of the garment, right? Inside of the garment, if there is a thread ends, generally, as a normal consumer, a customer, they will not care about that. They will not make a big hour. They will accept that. Nobody will complain. But if you can ensure no thread ends inside the garments, that is attention to detail, right? That level of attention you have given to your product or a service to transform ordinary work into the extraordinary results. So this is the definitions of craftsmanship. Why we should do, as you said, we are talking about not to just satisfy, we are trying to delight the customer. We are trying to delight the customer, right? Okay. So as I said, when you look at the example, now you need to talk, right? I saw some, items like t-shirts, to bakery items, to some services, to remember those? As a common, remember these items, right? As a common, what are the features you think it's important when it comes to product or services? I will help you to start. I can say you will think about what? Performance. Performance is a matter. Maybe if you have A, B, C products, performance wise, this is okay. This is also okay. If you mark it like, say good, this is good, this is good, but C, excellent. A products also fine, B also fine, but C is excellent, right? What are the other features we can look at? Likewise, performance, you will look at performance. What else we can look at? Ravi?
Durability.
Durability, excellent. Tarindu?
Aesthetic.
Aesthetic. Aesthetic. Finish. Okay. Finish also.
Functionality. Yes.
Functionality.
Fit.
Fit.
What about the appearance?
Appearance. Right. Likewise, you can keep on having. So these are the list. If I summarize, yes, performance. We can, as a common, as you said, there can be many areas. You will look at performance. Performance is the key. And the durability. Durability in the sense how many years or months only you can use that particular product or service. Then the attention to detail, as I said, even the minor areas also they have looked into. As example, you are going to hotel room, right? One time actually we went to particular training. When I go there, it was a residential training. When I go there, so they gave the room key. When I enter to my room, I was surprised. They have framed my family picture, right? They have framed my family picture and put it in the table, right? I was surprised, how they pick my family picture there. So somehow they have find my family and they have framed it, and they have put some welcome note there also. And my personal requirements like the razor to brush to toothpaste to everything for that particular week or 2 weeks requirements they have given. Personalized mug with my name, they have put the mug with my name, right? Likewise, they have given, the first impression and, the level of detail they have going into, I was surprised. So that's the level of attention to detail. So actually they are not, these are the additional things they have done. It's not a mandatory thing, The mandatory thing is, you have to give the training materials, pens and, basic items, maybe a file and all this stuff. But they have go beyond that, right? So that is called attention to detail. You have customized, you have personalized the requirements, get that extra attention from the customer or a consumer, right? Then the safety. Of course, safety you can't compromise. You have to, even you are buying a vehicle, all the vehicles, there are safety features, but still, when you want to buy a vehicle, you look for the added features of safety, right? So that is what we are talking about under craftsmanship also. So this is go beyond the basic requirement, right? Not just the basic requirement. Safety is a basic requirement, I understand. But this is beyond basic requirement. Aesthetic, as you said, the finish, the look, outlook, that piece we have to look for any product. Then the reliability, even the reliability when it comes to service or even the product, it should be reliable, right? Right? So reliability is also a key component, right? I'm sure you will keep on add many features, but these are the 5 to 6 features I have listed down as a common for product or service, right? Mainly the product. These are the common features when it comes to the craftsmanship, right? So now I am slowly moving to the application. Theory is, as I said, theory is fine, but end of the day, we should come up with some, how to apply the concepts. In my previous organization, what we did, any product, I think you are following at the final stage with the customer, and you have agreed, we call it acceptable quality level, AQL. So what's the current AQL level you have agreed, team, in your organization? Suresh?
Yes, sir.
What's the agreed AQL level?
Our AQL level is 0.25.
0.25. Asela? Aruna?
Sailor same as me, sir.
I am. Okay. Aruna?
1.5.
1.5.
Yeah.
1.5. Right. Yeah. Okay. So if you are following 0.25, say if you get 200 samples, how many defects you are accepting?
Only one.
One. Under 1.5? Aruna? For 200
Three.
three defects can be acceptable, right?
Yeah.
So depending on your AQL level you agreed with your customer, your shipments are passed based on this, right? If you are following 0.25, only if you get a 200 samples at the final stage, if the auditor find one defects, shipment can allow. If you find two defects, two major defects, means shipment has to be rechecked and re-offer, right? If you agree with your customer, say 1.5, three defects are acceptable. If out of the 200 samples you have picked, if you find four or more, shipment reject. That's what we are saying, right? Likewise, there are in organization they follow 2.5 also. They are maybe they can they will have more defects acceptable. So our approach was, first thing is, okay, under this AQL also there can be shipments. So if you are sending shipments, say per week, if you are sending 100 shipments, maybe currently, Suresh, how many shipments are failed currently in your organization as a average?
Average
Per week?
98% pass. Yes,
98%
week.
pass. The 2% fail, right? 2% fail.
Yes.
2% fail, right? Now 2% fail. The first approach is what? First approach is to ensure, make it 100% pass. Our effort should be to ensure this 100% pass. 2% currently 2% fail. So that means 98 pass. You have to have a plan to ensure how to make this 98 into 100%. So that is the first approach, right? Maybe parallel you can work on, but this is one thing we want to focus. Second thing, I will explain through this graph. I think you are familiar with histogram graphs. This, assuming your tolerance levels are these are your tolerance levels, right? When you submit your sample, you will not submit a sample to accept marginally, correct? That's what we do, no? I want to ensure, okay. Nirosh, how do you submit your sample, just to acceptable in bulk, just pick a sample from bulk and you submit, or you especially, give more attention and, ensure your sample is, well within the tolerance? How do you do that? Sample is something unique, no? In the sense, is much better than the bulk. Is it? Nirosh, Sampath? You will need to talk. Tarindu? Can you hear me?
Yeah. We make a
Yes,
sample
yes, we can.
separate
Yeah.
attention.
Yeah, you give a separate attention and, you will send a sample if the tolerance is these two level, I'm just not talking about only the measurement. For measurements also, you will try to match the exact measurements, no? When you submit the sample. So this is the
Yes.
sample level. This is the sample level. But in your bulk will be spread like this, right? As
Yes.
as you said now, these are your 2%, right? Maybe this part are defects. Current AQL system, they have set the standards, not just for measurements, for the visual defects also. You have given some sort of a tolerance. With the customer, you have agreed with the tolerance. But this is out of tolerance. That's what you said, no? Currently, 98% are passed, 2% are reject. So this is the 2%. It is out of this one. Your first approach should be to how to get this 2% also to this within tolerance. So that means your 100% your shipments are with the agreed tolerance. This is the first approach. Second approach, what we did, how to make this the tolerance level, right? In the sense, currently you are passing garments or products, whatever the products you are producing. Sometimes you are marking as a minor defects. Minor defects mean you are not considered as the major defects. You are not counting as a major defects. Our second approach was where a normal customer or a general customer customer or consumer cannot identify as a defect. But what we know is it's a defect. Or currently we consider as a minor defects. We want to make them as a major defects and identify how many defects are there and to tighten the tolerance. So you are trying to reduce even though customer has given this tolerance, these are the customer given tolerance, you are trying to match how to closest your sample level. It's not the exactly sample level tolerance, but at least it's the close. Your shipments is all the garments are close to the shipment sample standards. So even though the customer has given the tolerance, you are trying to reduce that tolerance level. But it is not something we are going to agree with customer. Customer given tolerance is there still. But this is your unique. This is the uniqueness. Because your competitors are sending the shipments with this tolerance level. But your shipments are well within the customer tolerance. So this is the wow factor. You want to delight the customer? No? This is the wow factor. When the customer see that there's a significant difference between you and your competitor, so this is that difference. So this is what we are trying to achieve. So remember the three approaches we used. Initial approach in the sense the phases. First phases was to ensure that our shipments are 100% pass based on the current AQL system. That's number one. Right? Second approach was even though these minor defects also to ensure or consider as a major defects and find a solution. So that was our approach. Right? That was our approach. This was, we call it acceptable quality level is the current level, current process we follow. Right? The zero defect culture in the sense, we will not pass any defects, to ensure that all the shipments are within the tolerance level. The third approach was actually the third thing is the craftsmanship culture, where minor defects also we consider as a major defects, And to get that tolerance level, internally we make that differentiations to ensure our shipments are very close to sample. That was the approach, right? So how we did that, right? How we did that through the we need to understand the current level. How many shipments are passing? What are the defects? How many defects are passing? Then we need to have a plan. We need to have a strategic plan how to go to the craftsmanship level to how to ensure these minor defects also we are not passing. Even though customer is not detecting the minor defect, how to detect these minor defects, how to consider as a minor defects also major defects internally as a separate line item, and ensure how to address those minor defects and reduce gradually. There should be a plan to reduce those defects. How you do that? We identify the top 3 defects and focus on those defects. Darshan was explaining about the error proofs, right? He was explaining about the error proofs. To apply the error proof solutions at 2 stages. One thing is the sample development stage. We call it look at the manufacturability and apply the error proofing solutions for the critical operation. And production also we look at the most repeatable defects and we try to apply the error proof solution, right? Then we start tracking the dashboard. We start the monitoring the dashboard. We monitor 2 dashboards in the same dashboard, 2 graphs we monitored. One thing we call the zero defects. Zero defects in the sense, based on the current standards which we agree with the customer, how many defects we are passing to the customer, right? How many defects we are passing to the customer, we want to make it 0, right? That was one graph we are monitoring. The second graph was we want to ensure how many minor defects which customer also not consider as a major defects, but internally we make them as a major defects, and there's a separate dashboard within the same dashboard to make sure that we are not passing even the minor defects. So this is the separate indicator for us to monitor the craftsmanship. So this is how we did as an approach. Right. I have a video by what I do is, with the interest of time, I think we don't have much time to go through that. This is actually with regard to the error proof, right? Darsana spent quite considerable time on error proofing to explain that. The similar thing is just a summary of error proofing. So based on that, you need to improve your quality standards. Why we should do the craftsmanship? To have a separate dashboards and monitoring system, to focus on error proofs, to elevate our current quality, and we want to be differentiated from our competitor. Before customer tighten their screw, tighten their quality standards, we want to tighten the quality before they come to us. Then when time to come, we are ready. So that was our approach, right? So basically that's it from me. Since we have 5 minutes, any questions we can. So what I do is I will share this video anyway. When you have a leisure time, just go through this to clear the error proofing. You can go through this. I will share this video. You can go through that. Any questions so far? I mean, before I conclude this short lesson. Are you clear or confused? No comments? Okay,
Clear.
Darshan, over to you.
Clear.
Yes. Okay, Darshan, over
Thank
to
you.
you, Darshan, then.
Thanks, Vimal. Thank you, team. There's a small message. Always we have something message, no? In Sri Lanka, so this one in Sri Lanka. In Sri Lanka, we are doing a lean HR one-day workshop. So this is the first time in Sri Lanka happening this kind of event where we discuss how lean use in HR. Right? It's a very different tools. Normally, we are learning about the manufacturing tools in these classes. So in HR, there are different tools. You can learn it there. We had a small free session. I think some people has all joined the class, joined that free session. Anyway, if you have any friend in Sri Lanka, especially in HR, so please share this message for them. This will be a physical class, not online. Physical class on 11th March, that means Wednesday, from 9 to 5 p.m. in Water Sedge, Colombo. So this is a one-day workshop. We are discussing directly. We are actually not theoretically, we are practically do how lean use in HR. And remember, we are not discussing here how the 5IO things use in HR. We are directly use how in Toyota, what are the lean concepts using HR, right? So that is the very first time in Sri Lanka. I think general people, general crowd heard this concept or some tools in this workshop only, right? So please share this message for the HR people. It's good for HR people, not for the other people, right? So we name this program one-day workshop called HR Excellence the Lean Way. So it will be conducted by myself and there's another person, my friend. We both do this program, right? So that is the small message, and this will be on 11th March in Sri Lanka. It's a physical class. Simple, very simply, right? So, okay, we will share this poster with you in our WhatsApp group. If you have any friends, please share with the team. No? Okay, that's all, Vimal, my side. You are mute.
Yeah, how about the feedback, Darshini? Do you have a link? Mute. I think Darshini, you are mute.
Sorry, okay, I'll share in 1 minute, not even take 1 minute.
Okay.
Right, TQM. So I'll share in the WhatsApp group about today's session. Today is, remember, today is day 12, right? Day 12, right? Right, here we go. The link being shared in our WhatsApp group. Please take 1 minute. And here I shared and feedbacks.
Okay.
Select the
Thanks,
day
Darshini.
12. Yep, day 12.
Thanks.
And
Thank
give
you.
the feedback.
Team, please share your feedback on your WhatsApp link. I will share the video also. When you have a free time, just go through that, just to replace the error proofing. Thank you, everyone. Good night. All done?
Okay, good night.
Thank you, guys.
Good
Thank you,
night.
Vimal. Thank you,
Okay, thank you.
Darshana. Have a good
Okay,
evening. Bye,
Welcome.
you all.
Good night.
bye.
Good night, all. Thank you. Bye.
Good night.
Good night, Vimal.